Gentlemen, boys and girls, what you been waiting for?
All right,
Hit 'em.
OG Big Sam, you're in here. Are you ready? Are you? We are live with the first run out
Yes, we
of
are live.
the Grumpy OGs. Y'all get ready
Get
for
off my
a treat.
lawn.
Get ready for a treat. All right, OG Big Sam, go ahead on and lead us off, and I'm gonna follow your lead. Let's get it.
What it do? What it do? How's everybody going? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Dirty Bird fans, Dirty Bird family, haters. It's no different in here. Sit your ass in the corner with that dunce at home because you're going to learn a few things.
Uh-oh.
Yes,
Little,
because
little lesson tonight. Little lesson.
yes, yes, yes. We're gonna learn that, defenses win championships, offenses win games. We're gonna learn that you must respect the quarterback. You must adhere to the quarterback. Because here's what they think about you. You're a little shaky. You didn't come out. You didn't come out the gate going 35 for 35 and throwing for 400 yards in the first quarter. I'm just saying, here's what they think about you, man. I mean, I
Here,
don't get it. Why is it Desmond Ridder got to be perfect to get positive feedback? I don't get it. I don't get it. You had 15 other quarterbacks that played Sunday and looked explicitly horrible, but yet Desmond Ridder, he ain't it. He don't look too good. Let's go on and do this research on Caleb Williams or Drake May. We should, trade, Heineke for, saying for some draft stock to, get a high pick and all this old kind of stuff. Man, what is the problem, people? What's the problem? I don't get it. Because you can't handle the truth.
uh-oh. Uh-oh. And this is a whole lot of truth that we gotta go with. Now, here's the here's the thing, and it's something that we touched on yesterday on yesterday's show. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I think what may be the running issue is you got a lot of people in our illustrious fan base who just having a small issue with coming to grips with our coach is showing them that he could win a football game without showcasing our quarterback. And it's just I don't know why it's so hard for people to you know to come to grips with that. I don't know what's going on
Well,
with that. I
well,
mean,
OG,
what's
truth. Do we really want to get them uncomfortable and get to the actual reasons? And get to the grit of the matter, get to the color of the matter. You know what I'm saying? Get to the skill of the matter. I mean, it's ironically people still have this stigma that a quarterback has to, excite you. You got to run for 100 yards. You know what I'm saying? You got to be a certain skin texture, wear a certain hairstyle. You know, that's part of it. The other part of it is they have a problem with his draft status. He's just a third round pick. He's just a third round pick. Well, I can roll off a bunch of names of some first round picks that are hot garbage in NFL history. You
well
know,
one thing well,
uh,
well one thing for sure and two things for certain. A lot, we I, I'm it's like we beating a dead horse. Like I'm talking about
Yes, we are.
how many times we gonna kill this horse? I mean, he can only the horse can only die so many times. I'm 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 just trying to. I mean, how many times?
But they keep giving that horse CPR. They keep giving that horse CPR. I mean, the game started. I mean, you know, across the board, man. Man, this what our quarterback supposed to be for the season. Man, he looked like a deer in headlights, which was totally false.
You mean
First of
because he had?
all, let's acknowledge the opponent on the field. Those guys make millions of dollars too.
Mm-mm, millions of
Okay,
dollars. That's a whole lot of money, huh?
yeah, those guys make millions of dollars too. You know what I'm saying? So it's a rare thing when you get a quarterback come out the gate and go 14 for 14. For 200 quick yards in the first half. No, this is not that team. Arthur Smith ain't about that life of throwing the ball 50 times in the game. Sorry to alert you all, but that's just the real of it. We gonna run the damn ball. We gonna run the ball, and whatever comes off running the ball, whether it be play action or whatever, and whatever kind of rhythm that he gets into with whatever's hot, whatever's working, whatever off the information he's received from running certain particular plays. I mean, Desmond Ridder was one of two quarterbacks on Sunday that did not have a turnover. Which y'all ain't even talking about that though. Ain't nobody discussing that though. You know, uh, yeah, he got sacked. Okay, every quarterback gets sacked, but
Actually,
if
he
he
got
was
sacked.
really, yeah, he got
Got
sacked
sacked for.
twice.
He got. I mean, what was it? 4 times in the first half.
Yeah, yeah, it was. I mean, the O line pass protection. Yeah, it has to get better. It has to get better. Yes, it does. But there was nothing wrong with Desmond Ridder on Sunday. There was nothing iffy or nervous looking or shaky or deer in headlights of Desmond Ridder on Sunday. Let me run something out at y'all. Lamar Jackson had 169 yards on 22 of 39 attempts with an interception and two fumbles. Hmm. Daniel Jones looked like hot garbage as well. Did y'all see Josh Allen last night? He had a Matt lineup moment.
Whew.
Okay. Pat Mahomes boy on Thursday night. Yeah, he looked a little dicey, you know. But our guy, our guy, come on, man. Come on, man. Y'all stop with the despicable hate. Stop with the negative guessing. Stop, because it's not warranted. This man has 5 NFL starts without a turnover. Let me say that one more time. 5 NFL starts without a turnover. I'm telling y'all, you can't handle the truth.
Well, you see the thing about it, like I stated yesterday, and we're gonna we're gonna reiterate this. Um, only two guys has done that, and one of them is Desmond Riddle. Yeah, your first 5 starts without a turnover. Um, now, is there room for improvement? I think we can all say yes, but I can swallow. it being room for improvement and a win.
Yes.
I can swallow that. I mean, I, we can't beat patience into these folks. And let me give shout out Nathan Floor.
Mm-mm.
Appreciate you, man.
What the
Appreciate,
hell?
yeah. What did $275 million buy the Bengals in week one? D Coleman,
Just
what's
is
going on?
going
Three
into slow
sacks,
motion.
three sacks, 6 hurries, and 18 attempts, and then still completed 80% of his passes. Let's block for the man before we throw him away. Michael Walker,
Can we
what's
get
going
to the
on? Big
production truck and see what's going on?
Big Ant, what's going on? What's happening? D Sloan, what it do? What it do?
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you something, Big Sam, and this is for everybody else out here. What's going to happen when CP84 touches the field? Hopefully this Sunday. Um, are we are we going to continue to put pressure on the quarterback? Are we going to continue to 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 uh, to 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 spew these surface narratives while he takes care of the football and while he manages the game? Because right now, if you get a teaspoon of defense, and we've been saying this for years and years to come, you get a teaspoon of defense, good chance. No, it's a great chance. Your chances of winning improves greatly. Oh, Michael, you got jokes. He said your boy Josh Allen looked looked great, looked awesome last night. Yeah, Josh had a tough time. And see, the game of football, even though it's evolved into a more wide open, a more wide open stance, a more just more wide open period, it'll always refer back to the damn trenches. It'll always refer back to the trenches. You got to win the trenches. And that's what the Falcons ultimately did. They won the trenches. You win the trenches, you demoralize your opponent. You you completely take the fight out of them. Yeah, they was trying all kind. I mean, listen, there's no way you're going to be able to go through a professional football game where you got professional athletes who are who are getting paid, excuse me, a lot of money. There's no way. There's no way you're gonna just totally shut somebody down unless you got the 1977 Atlanta Falcons defense that only gave up
1977 Atlanta Falcons defense
that only gave up 77 points.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Go
I can
ahead.
hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I just got an
I
echo
just
going
got an
on.
echo going on.
Everybody be patient with us.
Everybody be patient.
It's gonna get better before it get worse. Everybody be patient with us. It's our first run, so just be a little patient with us. Mike, can y'all hear me in the back? Can y'all hear me out there? Somebody get. Okay, Morris. All right, Morris, you can hear me. Okay, now listen, man. Hey, it's Tuesday. Now we got to start looking to move. We got to spring forward ahead. And basically, what we want to do for the most part. Listen, basically, what we want to do for the most part on Tuesday nights, what the Grumpy OG is gonna do, we're gonna try to just we're gonna try to just pat everybody on the back, rub everybody's back, and say, look at here, Sunday is over. Okay, we won it all. We won by 2 touchdowns. Sunday's over. Now we gotta look. Now we gotta look forward to some cheeseheads. And let me tell you something. They travel well. So everybody who got season tickets and you're going to the game, hey, hey, take your still shot of liquor or whatever the case, because they're gonna be loud. Just kind of like the Steeler fans was preseason week 3. What y'all got to do is y'all got to, you got to announce your presence in your house, make noise, raise hell, and we got to slow down Jordan Love. Jordan Love was the only quarterback that had a higher rating than Desmond Ridder, unless it's something that came in a little bit later. Um, I'm gonna tell you what I'm interested in seeing right now is a bounce back whole game. I think he played a little bit better. I think 76 played a little bit better. I'm looking for a bounce back entire game from uh, Caleb McGarry. Um, he had a tough time with Brian Burns. Brian Burns is a hell of a football player, and he's done that to many tackles or guards or whoever he's lined up against. But I think what we're trying to hammer or drive home to our loyal fans is we gotta stop it with this nonsense about the quarterback position. The quarterback position is one position out of 22. Excuse me, if you count the kicker and the punter, 24 positions on the football field. We got to listen. He's fine. He's fine. So until he just totally lays an egg, and guess what? He's going to have a laying egg game. I'm pretty sure he is. He's going to have a laying egg game. Like I mean, unless he's an alien, Tom Brady had laying egg games. Drew Brees had laying egg games. The aforementioned our Hall of Fame, soon to be Hall of Famer Matt Ryan had laying egg games. But when you got what we got, where we have balance, I'm seeing balance out of this team.
Hmm. What's going on, OG?
What's happening? What's happening? What is happening? Is is that the historian?
Hey man, you know how we get down. What's happening now?
Hey man, that's my little brother Ryan, the historian Walker. Hey, what you got as far as how the fan base is concerning Desmond, and what needs to go on to flush those feelings and move forward to Sunday? Go ahead.
First, we need to get some of these dudes that's in this fan base some estrogen pills because damn it, they periods be on in the first quarter of the
Oh
game. You
boy.
gotta understand. And see, I'm limited to what I can say on my show, but I know y'all speak freely on here, so I'm gonna speak my mind a little bit, kind of release a little bit, OG. Here's
Go
my
ahead on the
thing.
release, brother. Go ahead on the release.
Here's my thing. Half of these jokers that come up in here, when you look on Facebook, you look at social media, most of these dudes never even strapped on a helmet, let alone jock strap or socks, even been on the field to understand the intricacies of the game for number one. Whether
Ooh.
whether if it was high school or whether if it was college or even semi-professional. Most dudes don't understand that in order to win ball games, you have to control the line of scrimmage, offensively and defensively. We did not do that early in the ball game. The reason why Desmond Ridder had to throw the check downs and he was running for his life and he was so out of sync was due to the fact that they could not protect him. Let's get that straight. You look at McGarry. He was, like you said, Burns was eating his lunch that day. He was a turnstile for Burns, but Burns is a hell of a player. But Carolina has always had a solid front seven since Ron Rivera was there, and all that did was carry over. When you look at what Steve Wilkes, who just got let go, and he's with the Cardinals right now. If they would have kept him, they would have been a serious problem for us on Sunday. Let's be real, because all them dudes played for Steve Wilkes. We played against Frank Wright, who is nothing but a retread head coach, and then you got a rookie quarterback who, even though he was getting forced to throw the ball a little bit more, you saw the poise that the kid has. That's something that you're either born with, or you either have it or you don't. This kid had it. I'm not saying I was a fan of it, but I respect the kid's game. Defensively, the back end is making too many plays. We've got to generate a pass rush. We've got to find out who's going to be coming downhill through those A gaps and those B gaps with the linebacking core. We don't have a solid linebacking core right now. Rashawn Evans ain't looking too bad right now compared to what he did last year. If you would have gave him this front, I think he would have been a menace on Sunday. But it's a whole nother, thing. But I'll say this. I think all in all, I think everybody had a rough week. Week 1 was rough for everybody, and you can see the rust that was around the NFL, not just the Falcons, around the NFL.
Yeah, now, absolutely.
Now, OG, you've coached and you understand this part, and you know some of these cats that's playing in the league right now too. When you look at that Green Bay front seven that we're gonna face next week, you're talking about a defense that gets after it, not just on that defensive line, that linebacking core. Hell, they even bring safeties and corners on blitzes. And Jerry Gray, who is our defensive back coach, he came from that Green Bay defense. So we have a little bit of a leg up, and he understands the tendencies. But you got to remember, the head coach that's there right now was a quarterback coach for us, and he runs our offense, Matt LaFleur. He runs that offense fluent. So if we don't get any pressure on Jordan Love on Sunday, OG, it's going to be a long day, period.
I'm just wondering if like I noticed the pressure changed from the first half to the second half. Now we had one of our illustrious fan members say that we were spying the Rook. Did you see us spying him, or did you just see us not?
I'll say this. In certain packages that we ran on Sunday, after he ran a couple of times and showed that he has escapability, they had to have somebody to watch him. But at the same time, what was killing us was the fact that...
Let me stop you right there. Forgive me for being so rude. Announce yourself. Boss Lady wants you to announce yourself. Announce yourself. Tell us what you got going on. Tell us about your podcast. And what's the name of it? Did you hear me, Ryan?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. So my name is Ryan Walker, better known as the Historian. You already know how we get down to Birdcage LLC. On Wednesday nights, when we have guests to come through, we've got a hot one coming through. Hall of Fame offensive center who blocked for Dan Marino. Dwight Stevenson will be on the perch tomorrow. We do our interviews on Wednesdays, but we conduct our Falcons information on Thursdays and Sundays after the games. So y'all check us out, Birdcage LLC on YouTube. If like it, subscribe it. We got some stuff for you. We support the OGs in here that's been doing it for a minute. They've been watching me, and I appreciate that. It ain't just me. Let me make sure I put that out there, ladies and gentlemen. We also have a great team, the magnificent Birdcage crew, Killian, Glenn, Scoop, Bree, Melton, and we got Coach Brant that comes through, and also Coach Cam. Everybody holds it down on there. We support all Falcons podcasts. We got love for this one too, man. So thank y'all for having us tonight.
No, thank you
Okay.
for coming.
Okay.
I got a
All right.
question for y'all. I'm gonna let y'all chop this one up because I want to hear what y'all got to say. And
Okay.
I've been wondering this. Now, it's something I'm noticing that's very similar to the Atlanta Falcons fan base and the Georgia Bulldog fan base right now. Very similar. Why do you look at it like this? You got Carson Beck, very talented quarterback, arm talent, everything else, and he's just getting his foot in the water. Just like Desmond Ridder, he's getting his feet in the water. He's starting to get. What do you think is going to happen for people to get off their backs if they start winning? Do you think they're going to face that same criticism, or are actually people going to start respecting the abilities of the two quarterbacks that's in the state of Georgia that's really got a chance to do something big this year?
I'll answer that first. The thing about it, man, hey, they're going to have to open their mouth. There's a lot of closed-mindedness, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to go ahead on and just address the elephant in the room. A lot of people in our fan base are looking for a particular type of quarterback, and it really does not matter whether, to me, it's,
Mm-hmm.
the only time winning and losing matters is when the game is over with, and when you want to place blame everywhere but that position if you got the quarterback that you so desired. See, in the off season, the past 2 or 3 off seasons, our front office, Arthur Smith and our front office didn't follow the fans' lead, and the fans wanted a particular type of quarterback. The first year was Deshaun Watson. Next year it was Lamar Jackson, and then this year was Lamar Jackson. You kind of get my drift on the type of
Yeah.
quarterback that they're looking for. So what's going to happen is they're going to heavily scrutinize anything that the kid do. They're going to heavily scrutinize everything that he do. I mean, I mean, if he come out there and his shoelaces untied, they're going to talk about that. But here's the thing, and Glock Skill, appreciate you, man. You bringing the heat. You bringing the heat on here. Um, He's had 5 starts, and we're gonna keep hammering this point home. I keep forgetting who the other quarterback was, but there's only 2 quarterbacks in the history of football. Their first 5 starts, they didn't turn the football over, and Desmond Ridder is one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And we got and see what I care about is ball security, because you got
Exactly.
ball security, you take care of the football, you win half the battle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because that's one thing. Listen, what was the what was the number one issue our fan base had with Marcus Mariota last year?
Yeah, he couldn't hold on to the football. Too many
Ball
turnovers.
security,
Yep.
ball security, and the irony of the whole situation. A lot of people who are complaining about Ritter was some of the main ones saying, "Play Ritter, play Ritter. We need Ritter. Play Ritter." Now we're playing Ritter. Now Ritter is not doing what they want him to do. See, they're looking for. Hey, they're looking for the.
Why don't you look? I'm gonna say this because see, you dancing around it. I ain't gonna dance around it. Ritter's
Okay,
daddy is black as the ace of spade, and his mama is white as a bed sheet. I say it. Y'all jokers want to sit there and just say y'all want a brother. I ain't gonna say the N word because that's what most say, but y'all want a brother at quarterback. Let's just be real.
Again,
Y'all want somebody that's dark like us at that quarterback position. But let's keep it real. We wouldn't have Jesse Bates, and we wouldn't have been able to acquire the free agents if we'd have spent all that money on Lamar Jackson. Myles Garrett came onto the podcast on the Birdcage with us, and he shut that down. He told everybody, hey, he ain't coming to Atlanta. With all the rumors that was swirling and going around, he shut that down. And let's just be real. It's a lot of people that still hung up on the days of Mike Vick. Let's be 100. I'm gonna say it for what it is. It's just like
You
a lot
cuss.
of people.
Why you cussing out, fam?
There's a name for that. There's a name for that. It's called Vic-itis.
Hey, but that's just like I'm gonna say this here. Now, I live up here in Philly. You know what I'm saying? OG, no, I'm from the city, from the SWAT. So everybody know what's happening. But let's just talk about it, man. When you look at it up here, when Donovan McNabb came up here to Philly, let's be real. A lot of these people booed him because they wanted Ricky Williams. And they gave that man pure hell, and that's the winningest quarterback in their franchise history, minus a Super Bowl. And when you look at it, they were still stuck on Randall Cunningham. Let's be real on that. A lot of them never forgave Randall for having all those chances in the playoffs with that great defense. Gang Green back in the day with the late great Reggie White, God rest his soul, and Mr. Muddy Waters, who played that safety spot. Like they had a stick and they just couldn't get over the hump. But looking at Atlanta, our issue is this: we draft offense every year. We miss on a lot of defensive players, minus AJ Terrell, and Trey Anderson is a project. But let's be real. When is the last time we've had a chance to grab a bona fide difference maker on the defense?
Had a chance to.
Let's be real.
I mean,
he
we've
up
had a
here
chance
in
to.
Philly, in Philly right now, and he balling. Arthur Blank is so scared of a guy that after Vic burned him, it's just like a scorned lover. Let's just be real. Like you have your one night, if you military, you understand what it is. You have your one night stand and you slide off or whatever, and next day you might have a gift that keep on giving or something else. I didn't experience that, thank God. I had a few friends who did, but let's just be real. Arthur Blank has been scarred from Michael Vick. He has been scarred. He will never touch anybody that has had baggage. So until he's gone or he just up and dies like Al Davis, let's just be real. We're not gonna bring in any guys that's church boy. I mean, that's not church boys. We're gonna bring in
he's not wishing death on Arthur Blank. He's not wishing death on Arthur Blank.
Let me make sure. Can I rebuttal? Can I rebuttal this a little bit?
Go ahead.
That's the reason why he hired Arthur Smith. Okay, let's get into it.
Okay.
First of all, he's had 3 previous yes men. Okay, which is also a problem for a lot of these people who still look at this team through those 3 yes men eyes. Arthur Smith came to this team and to interview and sit down and open up to Mr. Blank about his plan, the longevity, the sustainable product, player development, a serious task to change the culture here. And so far it's been done.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people like to say, well, I don't like Arthur Smith's play calling. He ain't calling no plays. Let's see. First, year one, we had no receivers, but yet we were still able to throw the ball because he called the right plays for Matt Ryan. Year 2, we had to run the ball because quarterback 1 we kept having these Matt Ryan Leaf moments. Okay.
I want to
year 3.
I'm sorry. I want to welcome in the Don of all sports, the Don of all podcasts, and we're going to welcome in Big Will. So you guys chime in whenever you feel the need. In fact, I'm gonna start with you, Big Will. Big Will, what are your thoughts on the original topic is what needs to happen for this foolishness to stop about Desmond Ridder?
He gonna just have to stack wins, man. That's the only way it's gonna stop. Cause he gonna keep that same narrative on him because he come from a small school. He didn't come from these big school that everybody used to seeing watching on TV. You know what I mean? He ain't got no big name like everybody used to hearing about. The ESPN analysts ain't hyping him up. So he ain't gonna be spread around like that until he gets some wins under his belt, bro. They gotta be real why all the hate happening. The hate happening because they don't have a big name, bro.
Along with along with he's half white or is he half black? If Desmond Ridder half white or is he half black?
They ain't got
He's
nothing. They ain't got
both.
nothing to do with it. Cause Patrick Mahomes the same thing. Patrick
Yep.
Mahomes the same
Exactly.
thing. He mixed up there.
Yeah, but Patrick Mahomes don't live in the ATL where the city is 99.9% black.
Well, he made a name for himself up there in Kansas City. That's what he
And
did. Patrick
let's be
Mahomes made
real.
a name for
That's easy to do in Kansas City. When you the same color as everybody else up there in Kansas City.
Pause.
No, you can't
Hold
say
on,
that, bro. You
pause.
know
Yep,
you don't
Oh,
give
yeah.
up.
Go
I've
ahead,
been in.
Don. Go
Listen,
ahead,
hold on.
Don.
I lived in Missouri, and I've been in Kansas City so many times because of the barbecue. That's another story. Kansas City is a black city. Kansas City is a black city. You got to realize the Negro Baseball League Hall of
Negro
Fame is
League.
located in Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
So Kansas City
Kansas
is
City
like
money.
is majority black.
Okay, I'm glad I got you on here, Don. I'm gonna let you take this part right here. What are the 5 keys to winning this football game coming up this Sunday? Go.
We don't need to have any turnovers. What we need to do, we need to make Jordan Love very uncomfortable in the pocket. All right. Chicago, they did not do a good job at that last week. But I feel like our pass rush is better than Chicago's. I know it's hard to say that because we know the Bears has always had a historical defense, but I think we can do that. I really would like to have David Amayata, step up this week because we really gonna need Troy Anderson and Caden Ellis to shoot those A gaps and get in the backfield and get to Jordan Love and stop that run game. That's another thing. We need to stop the run. We have to stop the run. I know their running back is out with an injury, so that's cool, but you still got those guys up front, opening those holes. Anybody can run behind it. So we have to stop the run. I would like to see our tight ends getting more targets. I'm not just talking about Kyle Pitts. We got Yonu Smith. We got Pruitt. We need to get those guys some action as well. And we need to have another 100-yard game run on the ground. We need to have a 100-yard rushing game on the ground. So those are my keys to victory right there.
I'm gonna hand the same question over to you, Big Will. Go get it.
See, a lot of folk, they getting excited about their game against Chicago. Bruh, Chicago defense suck. If you watch that game, bruh, Chicago defense suck, boy.
They don't have no linebackers.
I mean, they was missing tackles left and right. They was out of place, bro. It's just like they made Green Bay look good.
Bad
What I'm
news.
saying, what we need to do is stay with our game plan. We just need the offensive line to start faster. We had a slow start. We need them to start faster. Get in there. Key their cues, you know what I mean? Stay in their technique and don't get beat up front. Our trenches was what started late in that game against Carolina. So that's all we need. We need our trenches to start faster. And we'll go up here and we'll handle buildings at the house.
Mad Mike, let me hear you.
Um, I'll say this. I think it's simple. I think we just need to play Falcons football, man. Don't worry about what the hell Green Bay is going to be. And I'm not sold on a freaking guy with that 4-letter word at the end of his name. Love, like this football. I don't want to hear nothing about no damn love, right? Smash him up in the face. That's what I want to hear about. So fuck a Jordan Love. But I think we just need to focus on playing Falcon football. All this, look, all y'all damn crybabies up here talking about, he didn't pass for 300 yards. I'm not sold on him. Like, man, get out of here with that bullshit. I want to see a game that's 10-3. I want to see Tyler Algier smash a motherfucker in the head like he's goddamn Juggernaut on the X-Men. I want to see Bijan Robinson break ankles like he's Barry freaking Sanders. That's what I want to see. The hell with a pass being thrown downfield. The hell with the guy running the 4.2 speed looking like Michael Vick on the damn field. I don't give a damn about none of that shit. We play Falcons football. Grady Jarrett do his thing. Calais Campbell do his thing. Not Troy Aikman. We don't need that Troy Aikman. But Troy Anderson, if Troy Anderson does what he did in the first game, this Falcons defense is going to be a damn problem. Nobody is talking about how this man had a sack. Okay? Not only is he not only is the quarterback of the defense, but he's getting after the quarterback too. And then we got number 3, Jesse Bates.
Whoa.
Jesse Bates. That's all I got to say. I'm done. I'm done.
Hey, maybe you add something to what you talking about, man.
You got a nickname. We gave him a nickname.
Excuse me. I'm about to have a grumpy moment.
Mike.
Now, real
Mike.
fast. Before, hold on, Big Will, real quick. Just give me 1 second, real quick, because my mind go bad sometimes. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, you all just got introduced. If you ain't been introduced to him, that's the famous Mad Mike. You just got Mad Mike. You just got a heavy dose of Mad Mike. And I'm gonna say something before we'll go in there. Sam gonna do his thing. I'm gonna tell you something about love. An old man once told me love ain't nothing but a misunderstanding between two fools. Will, go ahead and do your thing.
Yeah, I just had one to add on what Mike was saying. Bro, we had Matt Ryan up here putting stats all over the board. 300, 400-yard game and what they call his. Empty stats.
Thank you.
Empty stats.
Empty stats he's doing. Bro, if they watch the game with the Falcons in Carolina, if they watch the game, bro, the defense was giving us short yardage. 1. So that means we're not going to get many yards on that anyway. 2, he didn't have time to throw in that first half, bro. They was blitzing this dude the whole first half, bro. They had 6+ guys coming to that backfield the whole first half.
Preach.
So
they picked their ears back. They definitely picked their ears back on.
Bruh, how do he supposed to be up here and stacking up stats and throwing it all over the yard? He ain't got no time to set his feet. So Arthur Smith did what he supposed to do. He ran it down their throat, made them back up off of him.
Yep.
Second half, he started running at Burns. He started running the ball at him. Don't let him come to you.
Our linemen.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna tell y'all what.
Rusty as hell. They were rusty. I'm sorry. Our lineman was rusty as hell at this Sunday, and I feel like we only played one drive in the preseason. That pretty much that's what you get. But give it time. Our linemen, they're going to play like we were a top 5 unit on the offensive line last year. So everybody's back except for Bergeron. So just give it time. The pass game will open up in the next few weeks. But right now, we just need to just run the damn ball.
OG Big Sam, my co-host. Yeah, get at OG Big Sam.
I'm so over this shit. Why is everybody in such a damn rush? Why? It's a 60-minute game. I ask the question again. Why is it Desmond Ridder got to be perfect to get some positive feedback? Why is it everything got to be in a fucking hurry? Why we got to score 90 points in the first damn quarter? It's a marathon, folks. 60 minutes in a game. 17 games. 17. Y'all out here crying about stats, and we heard for what? Let me see. 14 damn years? 14.
Stats don't matter. That shit don't matter for them. But now
garbage time stats. Stats don't matter. Stat Ryan. Stat Pen. All of that there. But now we get here, right now. Across the board in that first half, and everybody and their mama was crying. Where are you? Where are you doing? He don't look like. Arthur Smith ain't calling no damn play. Bruh. If y'all don't STFU in
I
a
want to go
damn
back.
hurry,
I want to go back to my little brother Ryan. And Ryan, if you don't mind me saying this, um, it's a little personal with Ryan and I. I played I played with his father in high school, and his father was a free safety, and he was a, a animal of a free safety. And I know Ryan. His what's near and dear to him is that position. What are your thoughts on? By the way, RIP to Chris Walker. Um, what are your thoughts on Jesse? Don't call him Norman Bates.
So y'all call him Jesse. Don't call him no Norman Bates. Hey, over in the bird cage, we call him Bankhead Bates. That's what we call
Bankhead
him.
Bates.
That's
Okay.
Bankhead Bates right there, y'all. So let's talk
Bankhead
about
Bates.
it.
I can roll with that. I can roll with
So
that.
this is yes, sir. So this is my thing. When you talk about that money that everybody's like, oh, we should have got Lamar Jackson. Okay, you see what we've been lacking in the back end with Richie Grant. Let's be 100. Richie Grant don't know how. If let's see, we got people that are college educated, myself, but I also grew up in the pool hall too, so I understand inches and angles. We got a guy that know how to shoot pool, or for you educated sedated folks, he pretty much understands geometry, inches and angles. You're talking about if you look at every time he was making plays, he was in position. This is something that we've lacked. Let's be real. We've lacked this since Scott Case was here. We ain't had a true free safety since Scott Case was in Atlanta. We've had some decent guys, but you're talking about a guy that's an eraser. This dude, two interceptions, forced fumble, 8 solo tackles with 2 assisted tackles. When is the last time we've had somebody on that back end that could cover something? Everybody talked about Keanu O'Neal, and I said it like this: he wouldn't make it past his rookie contract. And sure enough, he was only a hitter. You got a guy in Bates that's a short tackler, a guy that's a game changer, and let's be real, that's the quarterback of your defense right there. Linebackers call the plays, but the heart and soul and the eyes of the defense is in the back. Your brain is up in the front, but your heart and soul is in the back. Because without that safety, last line of defense, you can't win ball games if you
Look,
can't
man,
stop
I played it
anything deep.
before. I played safety before, so yeah, trust me,
This
I
man
understand.
over here spitting bars.
And, and,
I
and I
understand.
got one more. I got one more for you, and I'm gonna let y'all chop this up because I'm enjoying this with y'all.
Yeah,
Let's keep it real.
we got another show we got to get to.
Oh, I'm
So
sorry. It's gonna be
we got to close it out. Look here, man. I'm so yeah. I'm so full of knowledge, man. Like my head is gonna explode. Hey, but guess what? This gonna go on every Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. I
You
gotta close it out. My boss said I gotta close this thing out. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna start with. We're gonna go. Tell me what me Grumpy OG, me and the Grumpy OG, we gonna go last. Big Will, where can we find you at? Let's get it.
Hey man, it's Will the Georgia Reaper, man. You can find me on Instagram at that tag. You can find me on Twitter at that tag. Find me on YouTube at that tag, man. And you can catch me on anything AFN got going on here, man. I'm gonna be there, believe that.
School teacher, talk to me.
Well, he talking about the done. All right, y'all can find me on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. At the man called Dunn. Um,
Pillsbury Doughboy.
man, shut your ass up.
oh
Anyway, man, look, y'all can find me at the man called Dunn. Type it in on Twitter. Type it in on Instagram. Type it in on TikTok. You'll find me. I'm doing lives on Instagram. I'm putting content up on my TikTok page. Y'all can catch me Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays over on the AFN channel. So, and I'll be popping up here on the Grumpy OG show here and now if they need me.
Happy Mike.
oh wow, happy Mike. I actually liked it. Um, just check us out, man. We're about to go live on the 6 man K Styles. Um, We got a real interesting topic tonight. It's gonna be on your boy Bijan Robinson and Tyler Algier. I think this is going to be one of those controversial topics that a lot of people may not like. So y'all, trust me, head over to Six Man K Style channel. It's going to be a fun one. Like, this really might piss you off. I promise you that. It's going to be a good conversation, but I think it's something that we need to really talk about. So head over to Six Man K Style, Mad Mike Sports on IG. On TikTok, I'm going to be doing a lot of shorts on TikTok as well. So Mad Mike Sports Real _real. All right. There's only one Mad Mike Sports. Don't let all them other motherfuckers try to tell you otherwise. There's only one of me. You'll never get another one of me. I can promise you that. But hey man, yeah, just check me out, man. We everywhere. And we're gonna continue to be everywhere.
We in the city.
My my awesome co-host, OG Showstopper. Where can we find you, baby?
On my goddamn front porch, pissed off.
Oh, uh-oh.
He got the shotgun too, so
Yo, cause y'all don't stop crabbing on my quarterback, but live on, every day. I'm on Twitter by the same name, OG Big Sam. You know what I'm saying? Channel OGTV. Government name on Facebook and Instagram. And like I say all the time, I be everywhere. Everywhere. So I might walk up on you talking bad about my quarterback and coach.
If
He
it's
got that
AFN,
black tank top energy going on.
if it's AFN, I'm all in. I'm all in with AFN. All right. You can find
So,
me all over the place. You can find, hey, part of the heavy hitters, part of the regulators, part of the Unholy Alliance, Mad Mike Sports, Georgia Sports Nation. You can find me next Monday on Nothing But the Truth at 1 o'clock. Find me on Tuesday with the Grumpy OGs at 7 o'clock, and I'm gonna do everything else that includes Mad Mike Sports and AFN. We got Six Man K Styles. We got Coach Unchained. Let me tell you something. This is a movement over here. Y'all can find me on Instagram at Big Scooby. That's my nickname, Big Scooby. Government name Chauncey M. King on Facebook. You can also find me on X at OG Truth with a 2 Hurt. You can find me on my channel at Truth with a 2 TV for AFN, for Mad Mike Sport, for the regulators, for the heavy hitters, for the grumpy OGs. Hey,
Real
I'm your
quick.
man, OG Truth Hurts, and on here on the grumpy OGs and everything else, we're going to always seek and speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the
And
truth.
nothing but the
We
truth.
see you guys in 23 hours and 20, excuse me, we see you guys in 6 days and 23 hours. We out. Peace.
Peace.